Back again for week 8 of the NFL season. Had a week off to rest. See how well we do this time. The Vikings are not a good team. The thing really holding them back is that their quarterbacks are just awful. On par with our team. They do have Herschel Walker. He's okay in this game. He's nothing special exactly. So, as long as we watch out for him, we should be fine. Their defense is okay. They have Chris Dolman, who's really good. So you have to make sure he doesn't like break through and just destroy us all game. We're off to a good start. I guess that week off really did help. Oops. Thought I pressed the button there. Apparently I didn't. They do have some funky like reverse plays and stuff that we have to be careful of. The shotgun plays can be difficult as well. Let's go with that. Looks like they have no shotgun run, so if they go shotgun, we at least know that they're definitely going to pass. It's a reverse. Oh, it's the reverse pass. Had it covered pretty well. The nice thing about that reverse pass is there's only 2 receivers. So as long as you cover 2 people, it's pretty hard for them to really do anything. So we know this is going to be a pass. Got everyone covered. Managed to get the sack. Luckily he didn't take off like I thought he was going to, and had the guy I was covering wide open down the field. So yeah, kind of lucky there. Whoa. They faked a couple guys out there. Oh, that's not good. He managed to gain a couple yards on a play where they picked it. It's pretty rare for us, so pretty happy about that. May have misspoke when I said their defense was fairly good. They're not playing so great right now. Oh, got everyone covered this time, though. Don't want to take any chances with our quarterback fumbling, so try to get near as we can to the boundaries. Jeez. Of course, as soon as I say they're not playing very well, they do things like that and make me look stupid. Catch. Thank you. Just not going to get there, are we? Decisions. I guess we'll go with this. Not an easy field goal by any means. I think we got it, though. Yep. So going up 2 scores is pretty important. So I can live with that, I suppose. It's a pass play. Let's see if we picked it. We did. Somehow left that guy wide open. I'm not sure what happened there, but okay. Going to be a pass again. Guard this guy up here. Oof. That was close. So you got behind him. Once again, they don't have a great quarterback, so we got kind of lucky. not much you can really do on these punt returns. Just try and get the yards that you can and be happy that you don't fumble and they return it for a touchdown. Jeez. Kind of all over us now. Not sure what's happening. Get back a good chunk. See if we can throw for this first down. Yeah. Or just take off. Get there. Thank you. Let's try and waste some more clock. We're not really in any hurry to get down anywhere. Break some tackles along there. Yeah, I thought about it too long throwing deep over the middle, but I don't trust my guy enough to throw it down there. Gonna have everyone covered on this one, so we're in trouble. Run. No idea how I pulled that off, but I'll take it, I suppose. Oh. Yep, and that's why you get to the boundaries, in case stuff like that happens. Gonna try and use up the rest of the quarter pretty much. If we can go in even 13-0 at the half, we'll be pretty happy. Don't really want to give them the ball back at this point. If we can avoid it. Just barely got there. Let's try a couple more runs, see if we can get in. Use up the rest of this clock. Oh. Yeah, at this point we'll try one or two passes depending on time. Do we want to risk it? Let's throw a really fast pass and hope. Never mind. Wasn't aware of how fast the clock would run and kind of underestimated the amount of time we had left, but luckily they didn't get much of a rush on us. We were able to kind of slide in there. So yeah, pretty good. 17-0 at the half. You can see the parachute guy. Paraglider? It's not like paraglider, is it? Fans doing the wave at the halftime, which doesn't make much sense. Always nice to see the cheerleaders. Flat in there. Oops. Another pass. They really do not want to give the ball to their best player. They just want to keep throwing it with their worst player. Which is fine with me, I suppose. Nope, we're going to actually run it this time. Yeah, so that's what happens when you actually give the ball to your best player. Good things. Kind of got blown up on that. Wasn't paying attention, so we're gonna try again. Not this time though. I think they're going to run up. Nope. Another one where I'm gonna think they're gonna do. I'm gonna run right up the middle again. Yeah, it's real effective. Try for field goal here. Looks like they're going to get it, maybe. Might be off. Oh. Didn't look that off, but I guess it was. Oh, shouldn't have thrown that. And apparently he caught it and then fumbled it. Somehow. Not sure exactly. If anybody wants to tackle him, I would be very happy with that. I guess not. So, that was an interesting play. Another example of me panicking during a rush, and instead of just taking a sack and moving on, trying to make something happen and throwing an interception. Not even an interception. A ball that was caught and then fumbled. I think everything that could go wrong on that play pretty much did. And that was the end result. Couldn't break through that first wave. Stevens is running pretty well, so probably just try and stick with him a bit here, unless they decide to just pick my play every time. Maybe not so much then. Jeez. Fine, I'll throw the ball. Pretty easy game. Throw the ball to the open person. Tends to work out in your favor. And then if they cover everyone, do your best to get at least a couple yards running if you can. Really the only thing that's going to cause us issues at this point is like a turnover or something really bad happening, so try and minimize the chances of that by running these plays to the boundaries, trying to get it to our better players. Should get in here, yep. So that should pretty much do it for this game. I don't believe they'll score 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes. Especially with how the clock moves in this game, that's going to be incredibly difficult. Not impossible, I don't think. Very improbable, though. I'm just gonna hang back and play the pass pretty much. I've been picking that play action pass because if they run the 2 shotgun plays, I know they're passing. If they run the weird reverse pass, there's only 2 people out in the formation to cover, so it's pretty easy to cover. But the play action pass, at least then I know what's going on. See if they try and run it up. What do we think they're going to do? I think they're going to run down. They are. So just kind of sneak in there and get the safety. It's a nice kick. Just in the off chance something goes wrong, let's just put in a bunch of backups so our guys don't get messed up. And yeah, there we go. Because you can get injured in this game. I don't think we've actually seen any injuries this season. But it can happen. And usually it'll be like 2 to 4 weeks for every injury. There's no real season-ending injuries or anything like that as far as I am aware of. It's usually just a couple weeks. Sometimes just 1 week even, I believe I've seen. So we'll just punt this one away. Oh, that was a nice move. You know, we have an injury right after I talked about it. So yeah, they kind of come carry him off and then they get replaced. He'll be back soon. It was just a backup wide receiver, so no big loss for them. So we'll just be wrapping up this game. Moving on in our continued perfect season. I'm a little surprised. Thought Houston earlier in the season might give us some issues, but so far we've been pretty lucky. We do have the Raiders coming up, which is going to be very difficult. That is a game I usually struggle with. And then we do, I believe, still have to play Buffalo again. And Buffalo will be much tougher later in the season. It doesn't really matter now, so let's just chuck one to the end zone and see what happens. Will we get in? Nope. Oh well. Pad those stats at the end. So not much of an offensive day for us. A lot of runs for not a lot of yards. Kind of had some short fields to work with and just work down. Mixed it up a little bit. Tried to stay more run than pass. Held them to 5 yards throwing and 33 yards. I think most of that, over 33 of those yards, because I think the other 2 plays I hit him in the backfield were on 1 run. So yeah, offense for the Vikings just not good. Bad quarterback, bad play selection. If I had to play as them during the season, I'd probably struggle. They're arguably one of the worst teams, I would say. But we're moving on. Perfect season still intact.